Hello everybody and welcome to the sportiest stream here tonight. We are back with some Rocket League action. A busy night here for all of us here. The first match actually have been slightly delayed a little bit here for all of you. Again, apologies. That's the reason why the stream has started so late, but take a look. I go to my schedule screen. Maybe I go to the correct screen this time. If you go to my correct screen here, it's Incorrect White versus Team Evo Fatal, which will be starting in just a few minutes. After that, obviously, though, we'll be moving to the Rocket League Splash Series for the first time in a very long time to get to see some Week 1 action there from the Surge Cup with Mach 10 Academy, Golden Arrow Esports, Sunrise. We'll end tonight with Evolve Astra, Underworld, Wolves Black from the Evo Champs Series. So, hopefully, all of you doing well out there as in our first match, Incorrect White, Team Evo Fatal. We've seen a lot of Incorrect White in the past. This roster, though, slightly different, and you're going to see why Dacry, who used to be the captain for Incorrect, not anymore, as she has moved to Team Evo to be one of the players there. So, a little bit of movement around the field here with all these sides. And I haven't already mentioned already, this is all best of 5 tonight, so 3 best of 5s. Pretty good matchups overall here. Both these teams, what also makes this interesting is they're both undefeated. For a Team Evo, Leopard leading the way here. He's been in this Sun Tournament series for a good amount of time. He wants to continue to be successful. Team that has started off well and has hopes to continue that kind of movement. Again, their wins having been against Affinity Sapphire and Vortex Esports' Pulse. Incorrect White, their wins over Cookie Crew Black and Affinity Sapphire. So both of them have to go through Affinity Sapphire to get to this point. But again, we'll get to see how these rosters play tonight as and we'll get this matchup in just a moment. So again, these teams in, I think they're ready. Hopefully they are. Again, I told you, they said that they'd be a bit late, so the reason I started late here, all of you out there, didn't really want to have you all waiting too long, although I guess that doesn't too much of a difference for these teams. Anyways, you know, let me get confirmation that they're ready to go. Again, it's definitely been interesting night to say the very least. Just make sure that everybody's good. Right then, everybody is good to go. So these teams actually ready faster than I thought they'd be, but they're ready. So let's get them in here for our first series of the night. We don't even waste all that much time here in the pre-show. Incorrect White back on the stream here for the second season of the Apex Cup. Team Evo Fatal on the orange. Team Evo actually the sponsor for this tournament. But a couple teams trying to compete to win the entire thing. It has not been an amazing time. Team Evo has been in the Sun Tournament series tournaments for a very long time, but winning them have been a difficulty. Not known for always being all that prolific. Team Evo, though, trying to change that here, and Team Evo Fatal might be their best shot at doing so here in this top division. And aside from Incorrect White again, led by Waffle and Geo, who have been on Incorrect for such a long time. Adding in Mystic, who will get that first goal. Already Incorrect White on the board. And again, the scoring only just started, and again, a lot of it mentioned Mystic coming in as that last addition that there to replace Dacry before this season began. Dacry, it does represent Team Evo Fatal, though. Again, not here tonight. Not be able to get the pleasure of playing against her former teammates. I don't think for Team Evo there's going to be too many complaints, because this is their general starting roster. With Pallets, Leopard, and Kron, and we've seen Leopard and Kron before together a lot. Pallets is a major point of contention for this team, though, because we know he's solid, we know he can play at this level. He's a very high-ranked player in this division. I see a lot of consistency from Pallet, a lot of plays where it's going to be him who tries to use that skill to get things started. As long as he's doing it, he's going to set up plays like this. Pallet got the bump on Geo, forced him to commit off the ball. And that will give Evo Fatal one to tie this game up. Scoring only in its infancy, but both these teams have a goal. Lepid looking to add another one with the big clear. Mystic went back, but Bontek will collect. Now looking for a teammate, but nobody there. It's Geo. And Incorrect White back in the lead. It didn't take long for a goal to come the other way here as Geo found nothing but nets. And Incorrect White will continue to keep the scoring going. It's them who will take the lead back again. A little bit of back and forth here. Partway through game one. As Pallet's all the way to second touch. Lepid goes high above the goal. And Team Evo Fatal will not be able to hit their chance there. Lepid will prevent any shot from Waffle. Mystic. Waffle. This one going to goal. And Waffle is going to let that one fly. Incorrect White will take it again. The veterans at this point in the Apex Cup made it to top 4 last season with Waffle and Geo on the roster. They're looking to do that just again, and Incorrect White not even unused to still other high-level competition. We saw them in that Champions Cup make it to top 8 before they eventually got knocked out. But they are looking to continue to pave the way. The undefeated record may stand still for Incorrect White. Both these teams, they've only won by sweeps, so not dropped a single game, so will definitely be a first for somebody. It might be that first for Evo Fatal here, because right now, down by 3 halfway through the game. Incorrect White trying to take over. It's definitely going to be their toughest match of the season so far. They're playing very well to the Team Evo pressure that is expected, but a lot of it, again, it comes to that chemistry of Incorrect White. Not nearly as flashy of a roster as we've seen them before, but even so, that you can tell that Waffle and Geo have been together for quite a while on this side, and they continue to be a top team here for Incorrect. You know, Daiquiri really did feel like an in-game leader sort of player when Incorrect White had started. Now the other, you know, I was wondering how this roster would work together, but I just feel like it's Waffle and it's Geo who are picking up the scraps, and well, they are not letting anything go away. It's 5-1. Waffle's got her second, and Mystic with a few bumps and demos to open the shooting lanes, and what we're seeing already, this is a good sign for Incorrect White. Again, Evo Fatal is a pretty tough opponent, so Incorrect White, they can make quick work of this side. There's only going to be good things if they can take down Evo Fatal quickly and easily. Again, this is a team that could very well make the top 8. They've definitely put themselves in a position where top 8 is likely. But Incorrect White, if they're a few steps ahead. And you have to see them higher, and you have to consider who really can take down this roster. Right now, Team Evo Fatal meeting an Incorrect White side that just reads each other perfectly. Geo looking for more offense. Pallets will clear, but double committed with Lepid. Waffle. You get the flip reset, but Bontek will clear. Pallets already up for it here. He's been on Evo his entire career, but that one will fly away. Still, they'll go again. Bontek can hit these, but he won't make contact. Lepid's touch off to the corner, and Incorrect White, they didn't even rush to get to it. They have time on their side. They don't have to rush these plays. And, well, the plays are still coming to them. There is miscommunication. It's a 6-1 scoreline. Incorrect White making game one look easy here as Bontek looking for Pallets, but Pallets not on the same page. And the goal scoring for Incorrect White has just continued on and on. Evo Fatal, though, have stopped dead in their tracks. Game one here tonight, our first game of our first series. And it's a long night, a triple header of matches tonight, so Gonna be a lot of action. Haven't had that on the stream in quite a while. This first game tonight. Anything but close, and Waffle looking at another one. Her touch not going to go to the net, but Mystic now looking for Geo. Evo Fatal won't be having any of that as incorrect. Again, sitting in the backfield here, but you know, he talks so much about their offense, about their chemistry. Really where it makes its difference is on the defensive side. Defense is all built on that team chemistry. If you know your teammates well, your defense is just going to be better. Incorrect White, I mean, again, they know each other. Just things are just locking in, and that's why game one's going to be so one-sided here. 6-1. Incorrect White made sure that they started off on top and started off confidently on top. That was very, very impressive. They need to continue that. Again, they've only swept their opponents this season here for Incorrect White. Love to do it a second time around. Or a third time around, actually, really. But, and that is going to be anything but easy for this roster. Still playing a very confident playstyle. If you know anything about Geo, we've gotten to talk to him on the stream a couple times. He is a very confident player. He's always been a confident player. Expect him to be a pretty vocal person here, but who really was vocal that game was Mystic with those 3 goals. Really, everybody, Incorrect White, just worked around each other so well. It was teamwork that won game 1 for Incorrect White. Now into game 2, it's just about making sure that they do not let Evo Fatal have any more room, as Leopard going for the musty flick. Trying to get things started with a little bit of a spicy play, but it will not find the net there. Incorrect White set up on the defensive side. Out of the other way. Say by Krontek. Up in front. Waffle to goal. Double commit from Evo Fatal. But Krontek will be there to clear the second touch. Leopard now does not make contact. Waffle again. Her first touch. 50 with pallets. Again, Krontek called to clear. That touch won't work. Mystic will force that one in. And you knew with the panic that Evo Fatal was feeling, it could only get worse. Krontek bumped out by Waffle. We haven't mentioned too much about how Incorrect White have been willing to play that aggression, to play up, to play in the face of Evo Fatal. Something that not a lot of teams seem to do all that well in this division. Incorrect White definitely proving that they have what it takes. As Waffle. Oh, is that one awkward? Oh, is that in? It is. Mystic will be given credit, but I don't think it was him who scored that. I think that was Leopard who may have own goaled that one. Oh, no, he didn't. It was Mystic. Just a light touch. An impressively light touch from that range. And it's already 2-0. Incorrect White taking over again this team. Finding each other. Is Mystic. Oh, another demo. Waffle continuing to be aggressive. Back when Incorrect White had Daiquiri again, it was Daiquiri and G who played most of that aggression. It was Waffle who had to sit back a lot more often. See now again, without Daiquiri, Waffle's kind of taking that mantle, taking that position of playing upfield a lot more, and she's bringing a much more aggressive, a much more, I don't know, maybe aggressive, but a much more vicious cycle of offense. Really going for those demos, really forcing the bumps through. Playing that, not even Daiquiri really went for all too often on that old Incorrect White roster, so it's a different playstyle for Incorrect White, and it seems like one that they were working with a whole lot more. Geo can work a lot with Chaos, and Mystic, again, with his consistency. Just like a playstyle that, again, just fits this roster so well. I mean, when you're at the top, and things are working well for you, they're working well for a reason. See, for Incorrect White, it's really just clicking for them here, but Leopard double tap! Couldn't get that one. Waffle was caught flat-footed. As Incorrect White will go upfield again. Geo across the net for Mystic! Pallets will jump in the way. Geo will whiff on it, though. Waffle will not let it go through. Off the back wall. Leopard. The bouncer. Who wants it on Incorrect White? Nobody wants it. Leopard, the dribble. 1v2. Oh, Waffle will cut across. And that 2-goal lead for Incorrect White will stand. Now Mystic making it free, but saved by Contact. Not without giving up his life for it. Again, it's a lot more back and forth now. Evil Fatal playing that same aggressive style, that same tempo heavy style, and it's definitely breaking through, but Mystic would not get that one. There's Krontek in the midfield. Waffle, Pallets. Waffle again, Pallets. We'll get a piece of it here, but Incorrect White continuing to put pressure on. Challenge after challenge. Evil Fatal just waiting for those breakthrough chances, but even when they do get clear-cut chances, you're seeing a player from Incorrect White always cut across and get those blocks. Again, they're just continuing to do that here as Waffle. Pressure on, but again the save made, and she will get that clear out, and Incorrect White will go back to offense. You really do think one more goal for Incorrect White? Surely that is game 2 for them. And their third straight match in a row where they go to triple match point. Eventually could be the third straight match in a row where they win. Well, they have triple match point. But Evil Fatal, not going to be so certain about it. Ontech will put that one in as a awkward midfield player. Everybody from Incorrect White went to that corner boost, and everybody in that same position. The rotation breaks down. Evil Fatal will take that goal here in the Apex Cup. Again, for us, we have seen very little success on offense. That kind of a goal is going to matter to them a whole lot, especially with so little time remaining, because Incorrect White will go upfield again. That shot will be saved, though. Is Geo. A big clear, and at this point for Incorrect White, a tough decision to make. Last game didn't have to make the decision. At this point, they're up by 5 goals. Now the question is, do they play the aggressive? Do they look for that third goal, really shut things down, or do they play the defensive and prevent Evo Fatal from getting their chances? Incorrect White looks like they're playing that first option, but a more cautious first option here. The offense is there for them, but it is somewhat limited. Evo Fatal, I think they're recognizing that too. You can tell that they're playing a lot more midfield based. They're willing to push up a little higher. Incorrect White still hold the ball there, but not for this play. Contact though is touched, forced out, fed to Mystic, flip reset on the fake, but Pallets will block, and I think Gio had jumped in as well. He didn't. He was on defense. It was Waffle who jumped in. But she'll be saved. It's now an infield pass! Bang! Incorrect White will take another. And that will secure game 2. Evil Fatal sent the house on that offensive chance, but it got cut off in the midfield. And it's Gio to Waffle. Incorrect White will take game 2. Triple match point. The third time this season. Will it be 3 straight sweeps for Incorrect White? They have led the Apex Cup. And they continue to be a leading force, even when they take on Evo Fatal, who feels like the best position they could get at this point in the season. Evo Fatal cannot seem to stop the Incorrect White pressure. Mystic again leading, but not in the goals not easily in the goals as he did last time. Only 2 this time, but on 8 shots. I did feel like Gio kind of took a step back this game, but even then, Incorrect White still have insanely good team chemistry. Well, let me be a little bit more, a much more different play style from Incorrect White. It's one that relies a lot more on bumps and demos. It feels like one that plays to their strengths a whole lot better. We're heading into game 3 very, very soon here, and Incorrect White might be another sweep this season. It being a 7-match season, it being a whole lot more matches after this, this is probably going to be one of the most telling matches for Incorrect White here tonight. Is how they play against Team Evo Fatal. Because right now, Team Evo can't seem to shut them down. But you can't count the series out just yet. Evo Fatal still have many opportunities to prove themselves, and this could be where they do it here. They now need a reverse sweep. Before tonight, they had not dropped a single game in a single series here in an Apex Cup S2. Now they have. And Incorrect White might take this one at 3-0, and give Evo Fatal their first loss of the season. Geo. Up, Mystic. Oh, he does get the touch there, Lepid. Had to quickly change his direction. He was expecting that shot in the first place. Oh, but he's whiffed on this one, and Waffle will say thank you very much. The incorrect white captain will score her first of game 3, but it's a bit of a gift here as Lepid does not find his touch, and everybody from Evo Fatal pushed up to the midfield at that point. And it is one for incorrect white. They've gotten things started the right way for themselves. Now they'll need to try to continue that score, try to continue that offense, and maybe this is how you do it. Geo, a pop-up bounce, got the bump as well! It's in! It's Geo, and we haven't seen too much of his mechanics this series, but he is known for this stuff, and oh, you see, that's the kind of Geo play we've seen before. Been on this roster since the very beginning. Longer than Waffle has, longer than Mystic has. Playstyle hasn't changed all too much, although it does feel like this one, much less in the mechanics, much more based on creating offense. Even then, you still see those mechanical plays show out when you need them to, and how Geo has been playing. A good start. Oh, that's not a good play though. Waffle again cutting things off. It's not the first time Waffle has saved her teammates from bad touches in the midfield. But I don't think she wants to be in that position. She had to do it a couple times last game. And how close it was. Every save does matter. Especially if Evo Fatal can keep things close, which they really can do if they keep this offense going. Oh, but that touch from Lepid, a flip reset. And I don't know why he thought he had to go for that one there. As Evo Fatal have completely fallen apart in the midfield. I don't see why that flip reset was necessary from Lepid. It feels like he wanted to go for it. Didn't really notice Pounce was behind him. And, felt like Lepid lost his mind on that play. Being a player who's usually known for being so good at keeping a consistent playstyle, that is a surprising mistake from him. There's Mystic. Flick. Pallets. Up is Krontek. Team Evo Fatal. On the flick, they got the bumps too. They'll get one back, so it's not over yet for Evo Fatal. A whole lot more series to go, but one goal that they're happy to take. They'll need a few more. They have 3 minutes to tie this game up, and well, so far tonight they have not been able to answer back to incorrect white once they do go down. Here in game 3, they have to be able to do something. They be the first to take a game off this incorrect white roster. Team that has been seemingly perfect tonight has had a completely reformed playstyle that seems to fit them so perfectly here for a team that already has top tier players that are expected to make it quite far. See them elevate even more is a results that I think is deserved for players like Geo and Waffle, who have really been at the top of their game, have really proven to us before that they have the capabilities of making it. I mean, we've seen them. Legends Cup 1, making it to the top 8 as a GC2 roster in a GC3 tournament. Although that was back when it was just Geo. It was Dacry and Ionic on that roster, so again, Geo's moving it there. We saw an Apex Cup Season 1 where it was Geo, Dacry, and Waffle who made it to the top 8. And we've seen it before with a great shot from Waffle for them making the top 8 in the Champions Cup tournament when it was Dacry, Geo, and Waffle. So again, they've made top 8s, they've made top 4s, they've never been able to make it further than that, but this season, maybe this the season for them. They have been looking incredible. All about being able to continue to do that, and against Evo Fatal, this is going to be a huge proving point. Yeah, they may have swept Affinity Sapphire, but Affinity Sapphire have struggled this season. This is a team that hasn't in Evo Fatal. They have been solid so far this season. But Incorrect White just better, as they'll clear for a 5th one. It's Mystic. And it's just like game 1. The defense comes strong when they need it to, with an incredible save on the goal line. And immediately they turn things around. Incorrect White poised to take the 3-0 sweep. My goodness, it has been a deserved sweep for them. Team Evo Fatal have had very little to stop Incorrect White's movement. You know, initially I said it was chemistry, but I think not even chemistry. It explains why team is doing this well. Just a whole different team entirely, it feels, and one that you really should be careful of, because we could potentially see this team auto-qualify to that main event, auto-qualify to the top 8, and make quite the run there. I mean, they made top 8 last season. It feels like they've only gotten better since then. Who knows where they'll end up this season? Right now, they're going to end up continuing to not drop a single game yet. 6-1, the same scoreline we saw end game 1. Incorrect White just throwing a couple more as Waffle's going to get her hat-trick. And yeah, we will be seeing a 3-0 sweep here. Incorrect White will be the ones on top early on. And they'll stay the ones on top for the entirety of this series. Team Evo Fatal. Again, a successful roster, but that is a tough loss for them. And it's only going to get tougher with maybe one more goal. Pallets will block. And he will still get scored on. Gio comes in. It's 7-1. It's a Brazil here. Incorrect White are off to Rio de Janeiro. And at this point, I mean, we already know it's formalities at this point. These teams taking this, but even then, just a wow here from these rosters. Really, from Incorrect White. Truly a level above their competition right now, at least in their group. Well, the season is far from over, and I guess this game is far from over if Palace will get a consolation goal late on. Incorrect White definitely putting themselves in a great position to, you know, really take over this league. Saw it last season, ODU Monarch Silver winning in Season 1. Saw them run through the league undefeated. Incorrect White being another team that they had to do better than at points, and well, Incorrect White will get another goal here, so I mean, right off the kickoff, we'll see another one. This game is the game that will never end, I guess. As now it's not even, we're not in Rio anymore, we're in Barcelona, Spain. 6 seconds to go, though, so hopefully that will be the exclamation point to what has been an incredibly successful series. Incorrect White, to see them firsthand, this roster really is the real deal. They have elevated coming into Season 2. Evo Fatal, even they couldn't do anything to stop it. Incorrect White will win this in a 3-0 sweep. Just a perfect playstyle for a team that really does look incredible. 3-0 scoreline. Incorrect White will take it. What a win there, 3-0 again. This team, we've seen them before. But man, this is a roster that has definitely gotten better. As we're going to get an interview here with Gio. I know he's already said he wanted to join, so let's go talk with him. Welcome in, Gio. 3-0 sweep, Incorrect White, back at it again.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what a performance here. I mean, even last season, you guys made, what was it, top 4 last season?
I think so.
Yeah, you guys, you basically made top 4 last season in Season 1. Coming into Season 2, you know, having witnessed Daiquiri's leaving and the addition of Mystic, it was a little awkward for this roster. You know, what many considered kind of an in-game leader to leave this roster. So, you know, for you guys, as a roster, adding in Mystic, what was it like kind of, you know, having to change who kind of led this roster, it felt?
Yeah, it definitely took a little bit to get used to it, right? You can't go from one player who like Alyssa, she was kind of like the IGL, I guess, of the team, even though there's not usually IGLs in Rocket League, but she was kind of like the team captain, kind of the leader who led it. So we had to go from that to not having that, right? So it definitely took us a bit to adjust to that, probably like a week or two. But then we adjusted. Waffle is the one who's kind of taken up that role a little bit, which helps us a lot. Keeps our head in the game. If any of us is like getting down a little bit, then they always pick us right back up.
And you mentioned about Waffle's kind of leadership, uh, known to be it was a little bit more defensive. We're starting to see kind of what Waffle really is like as a wants as a playstyle here. And it's a lot more demo heavy, a lot less mechanics based than what we've seen before from Incorrect White. Was that an intentional idea? Was it an intentional decision that this team made, or was that just more of a natural response? With Mystic coming in, with Waffle taking much more of an aggressive position.
Um, yeah, I think Mystic realized that he's just like really, really good at first. I think we all kind of realized that. Um, so we definitely play to our strengths, right? At the end of the day, right? Like there are not positions in Rocket League. Um, so we're all obviously rotating and stuff. And yeah, I feel like yeah, I don't know. I'm not bad. English is not Englishing right now, but yeah,
I mean, sometimes yes is just a is just as good enough as an answer as anything out there.
yeah.
Here for you guys, another field sweep. It's still completely undefeated. You haven't even dropped a single game this season. Team Evil Fatal definitely was probably one of your first major challenges in this season. Obviously, being a team that was undefeated coming, into this week, a team that looked to be at the top of the division coming into this. That field sweep is a message to a lot of teams. Now that you are here in this interview, what is the message you would have for teams now that you have kind of taken that win? Now you've proven that Incorrect White is almost certainly going to be the team to beat in this.
Yeah, just take us seriously because that's the only chance you're gonna have to beat us.
Well, there you go, Gio. Again, congratulations on your win, Gio. Waffle and Mystic with that victory for Incorrect White, being one of the teams that have returned from season one, looking to not even just make the playoffs like they did last season. This time, go further. Again, congratulations on your win, a 3-0 sweep over Team Evo Fatal. Before you leave, Gio, is there any shout you have any last things you want to say?
Yeah, just shout out to my teammates, Waffle and Mystic. They've really been stepping up. They've been so, so good. As well as my coach or our coach Saturn, who's been keeping us in check, making sure that we stay on the game, scrim together and stuff. Just make sure like help us with a little schedule and that, and guide us in the right direction gameplay wise. Shout out to them. Shout out to my team.
Well, again, congratulations on your win here, Gio. And to the rest of Incorrect White, have an amazing rest of it. And hopefully, we'll see you guys again in future weeks.
Yeah, thank you for casting. Have a good night.
And that was Gio there jumping in for Incorrect White. We have not seen Incorrect White in a very long time, but again, as I said, since then, they've gotten a whole lot better. A 3-0 sweep to start off our evening. Our next match coming up will be for the Rocket League Splash Series. Mach 10 Academy facing off against Golden Hour Esports' Sunrise here in week one. So the action has changed, the matchups have changed, but the hype has not. We'll be back soon enough with our first Rocket League Splash Series Season 6 match, and just after this break. Welcome back to the Sportiest Stream. Nice to see you all here tonight. We've got the Rocket League Splash Series here for all of you. A big match, a great series, some good action to boot. Here tonight, our second of 3 scheduled matches. If we take a look at our schedule again, we just signed Correct White, sweep Team Evo Fatal in week 3 of the Apex Cup. Now we go to the Rocket League Splash Series equivalent of that in the Surge Cup. Mach 10 Academy, Golden Hour Esports, Sunrise. And Golden Hour Esports making their debut in the Rocket League Splash Series with, I think, 2 or 3 different teams in all the divisions. This is their Surge Cup representation, and we've actually seen before. We've seen Zach, Mr. Turtle, Slafo on the stream in the past, so it's see them here again. They gotta take on Mach 10 Academy, who, again, a different Mach 10 side, but that's, again, that Mach 10 organization, not massive, but one that has been in this league for quite a long time, and usually their main roster always doing really well. Their Academy roster, though, known for having great success, so this season trying to turn things around, trying to make this season one to remember here. But it's all in week 1. These teams, it really is going to be one where we really just need to wait and see how they play, but already, again, heard a good amount about some other teams playing. We have had Surge Cup play-ins. These teams weren't part of that. Auto buys instead of having to play into the Surge Cup. But again, we'll have to see how these rosters do here tonight in our second of 3 series later tonight, of course. We'll have Underworld Wolves Black versus Evolve Astra. Pretty actually entertaining final match of the night here, but we're going to be in the Surge Cup for this one. So week 1 matchup, these teams without a scoreline to talk about, without any wins. It's a 6-week season in the Rocket League, sorry, 7-week season in the Rocket League Splash Series here. So again, you're going to have to play consistent every single week, but teams have what it takes here to play in the Rocket League Splash Series Season 6. By the way, sponsored by GamesOn.tv, Invispar Entertainment, Latin 7 Gaming, Eddie Scarf King, Purchase and Resell, and Claim to Fame. Want to go support them, and you can see all the little logos on the top right wherever they appear. Like, for instance, that one, that is Gamers On. That's Invispar. Again, you'll see all these nice little logos, but can coaches be in lobby, says Verify. If the other team agrees on it, I'm fine with it. You need to have the other team agree with it. If they don't want it, then you can't be there. That's how it works for coaches, or any of your spectators, really. I've had their sub-spectate before. So long as the other team agrees for it, and I get a message from the other team that they are okay with it, then I'm fine with it. So, I just need to have the other team message me say that we're good to have spectators join the lobby, and that's good for me. As again, we are only 5 minutes away from match start time. Rocket League, it's one of the best action you'll see out there, and I really do think the Rocket League Splash Series is one of those leagues that has always been entertaining, has always been able to bring great competition. Well, now we're in Season 6, off of a incredible Season 5 that we got to see a good amount from the Surge Cup. We obviously GSC wasn't part of that action, but Surge Cup it was, with the win taken by Tinex team not found now. They're in the Tsunami Cup, so they're going to make way for a completely new winner this season. It'll be nothing but exciting. I'm really looking forward to it here. This should be a very, very fun series here. But again, we'll wait on these rosters as soon as they're in, though. Be good to get things started again. Our second of 3 matches here. I don't know how this one's going to go. Again, with these teams being relatively new for this one. We've seen GHG Sunrise. We know how good they are, but I don't know how good Mach 10 is as a roster. They do have Javo on their roster, who's been a consistent player in the Surge Cup, but yeah, I don't think he's going to be starting here tonight. Most of it, he's not one of their starters on this roster, so really a lot to talk about for these rosters, really, and the question's going to come in the form of how's Mach 10 Academy going to play? GHG Sunrise, we know how good this roster is. Definitely not one of the favorites to win this thing, so we're really going to come off to a good week 1. 10 again as an org has been in this league for a while. We have seen a lot of Golden Hour Esports. I actually used to be on that org and play for them under a team known as Golden Hour Esports Red. Obviously not on an org right now for playing, but you can always find memories about GHE Red. Again, just going to try to get things underway very, very soon here. And we'll wait on both these teams to enter the lobby and again, just waiting for an update on these teams. They should be here any moment. The nice thing is, unlike the last series we had with Incorrect White, this one actually is not delayed. It should not be delayed by all that much, if anything. Even an Incorrect White match, but it wasn't delayed all that much. So again, we'll get these teams in just a moment here. As again, I know a lot of you are joining in. Thank you so much for doing that. It really is again, I love Rocket League Splashers. I've been here since season 1, so always good to be back every single season. Be invited back as a caster. You get to see this incredible gameplay. I'll be sticking around to the Rocket League Splashers for as long as I can, so don't worry about anything. I'm not leaving this league anytime soon. And nice is that what's also happening is that Blackline has just started. I've been in the Blackline Championship Series for 4 seasons at this point. So that's the fun thing about this, is that both those leagues, which are probably the leagues I get the most booked for, are running at the same time. ATS obviously is running their events as well, which I get booked pretty nicely for those. Evolution Champ Series midway through their season, so we might get a few bookings for them. Got so many things happening right now. Whereas in the last few months, I really have had maybe 1 or 2 matches a night. Now we're going to start to see nights where there's a lot more matches, a lot more action, and a lot of you out there love to see more Rocket League. So don't worry, you'll get to see more Rocket League on this stream. Am I making lobby? I have. I sent you a lobby info, Shocks. It's in a DM. So yeah, lobby info has been made. Lobby info is up. Oh, Shocks, I did send it in a DM. Should be able to kind of access it and enter the lobby that way. The fact that nobody's in, though, is concerning. I may have set up the lobby incorrectly. Alright, they just joined. No, I have not. I'm good. We're good to go, I guess, then, for that. So, fine. I was starting to second guess myself there. Again, we'll now just have to wait on, I know Mach 10's in, but waiting on GH should be here in just a minute. And we'll take a last look at those lineups. I can actually tell you that everybody out of GHE, sorry, that out of Mach 10 is here in this match, so they have all joined up. Shocks, Verify. Ooh, Verify, sorry. No, actually the players that have joined is Shocks, Somber, and Javo. Verify is here as well, but he's generally a manager-coach position for a lot of these Mach 10 teams, so I'm surprised to see him here. I think he's on the Mach 10 main roster, so again, not too surprising. Verify, not the first time he has had to kind of manage and coach a team. It's definitely not the first time he's had to coach Mach 10 Academy. My assumption is that this would be a season-long thing. Again, we'll wait on GHG Sunrise. Should be here any moment. With, again, mostly the roster is usually Zach, Turtle, Slop, although we've seen Keola before. Again, we'll wait on them as soon as they are good to go. We'll be getting this match underway, so again, apologies on delays here. I'm not a big fan of that, but it does happen. Although again, knowing GG, they'll be here in just a minute. As Pond has just joined as well, so Pond's also here tonight. Not starting though is Pond too. So that means their whole roster's here tonight for Mach 10 Academy. That means they also have the benefit of a sub if they do decide on it, which does happen. So might see if that becomes a possibility here for them. But We're waiting on GG. I'll actually see if I can send them another ping. Get them in this this matchup. As again, we'll wait on GHG to join here. Mach 10 obviously already waiting in, so they've already made it. They've already checked in tonight. Golden Hour Esports Sunrise going to lead themselves. Again, just apologies on the delays, everybody. Not fun to have them, but we'll wait here. Give again these teams 15 minutes. I think GHG is here. It it's set that they're online right now. They are showing up as online, so I'm just making the guess that they probably overstated a scrib, or they're in a warm-up match that has not been so kind to them. We'll be waiting on them to join, but for now, and here, hopefully we'll get GHG to follow. As there they are. So Mr. Turtle, Zach, and Slaughter, yeah, there's the usual starting three joining in here for this one. So Golden Hour Esports have just checked in with those three players for what will be week 1 of the Rocket League Splash Series Season 6. A big series and a big time. Welcome to RLSS. This is, again, the 6th straight season I've been here. 6th straight season that we have been able to just see what has been some of the best action in Rocket League history. And, well, we get to see it for a whole nother season. A whole new contenders, and still that same trophy at the top. Team Not Found took it last season. New Age Bandits the season before, or I guess New Age Octanes as though we were at that point. A new team's gonna take it. These teams step up to the plate here in week 1. Mach 10 Academy in the blue. Golden Hour Esports Sunrise in the orange. Golden Hour's first time in the Rocket League Splash Series for Mach 10 though. Looking to see if they're a Mach 10 Academy side, a team that has historically not always been there at the top. If they can step up, and well, they already are doing so there with an early start. But the clear back from Zach and GHG Sunrise, a team that has had a relatively defensive playstyle. Again, we've seen this team before in the Black Lion Championship Series. Although they don't generally beat a lot of teams in these divisions by rank, you, however, usually have the advantage in having a pretty solid backline, but that can definitely be exploited, and Mach 10 Academy can definitely be ones to take advantage. As Javo looking in field, but it will be cleared back by Slafo. Javo, the only real major consistent for Mach 10 and Mach 10 Academy all these years. He used to be on that main roster in the past, obviously. Moved to the Academy roster, leading his own side, trying to bring Mach 10 up to that championship status level that they've always been looking for since the very first time they've stepped foot in this league. It has been anything but easy to be a top team in the Rocket League Splash Series, but Mach 10 definitely want to be one of those sides. They may have issues, though, if they don't challenge. And they don't. It's Zach, and it's Golden Hour Esports who will take the first goal. His little roller from Slafo Somber completely misread it. And he just leaves his teammates all out of whack. That is a bad first goal to give up for Mach 10 Academy. But for GHG Sunrise, you take them as they come. Especially this early in a league that you aren't all too familiar with, against a team you aren't all too familiar with. As Zach, another chance. Somber will cut back and cut the attack here as Shock's now trying to get the clear away. And so far, a lot of heavy touches from Mach 10 Academy. I haven't seen all that much control from the side, and it is going to be an issue for them if they can't blade control offense, because Golden Hour Esports, Sunrise, and the roster have definitely been used to each other. Mr. Turtle and Slavo specifically have been teammates back on GHG Premier. If you don't recognize Mr. Turtle, that is Chalona. If you haven't already noticed. Gone by Turtle Man on the stream a couple times, and this is the name he sticks with nowadays, so. Again, we've seen him, we've seen Slavo both on the same team together. Mach 10, though, need to bring things together. Far too many touches are falling away from them. And GHG Sunrise will continue to press up, but that one pinched off the corner. Zach again. GHG Sunrise. Oh, they won't be able to continue their attack, though, as Shocks will clear it back. And again, I mentioned that Sunrise defense definitely pretty scary on this GHG side, but it's not without its weaknesses. Right, a team that is beatable if you keep that pressure on. The problem is, Mach 10 have not been able to find it yet. As a double commit, leaves the midfield open here as Mr. Turtle will keep the offense going. Cleared back by Slotho. Zach, though, in the midfield. Javo will be called to clear. And again, these touches from Mach 10 Academy getting far too far away from themselves. GHG Sunrise, a team that is not that definitely has a good amount of champions on. Back when we saw the up-and-coming cup, when the last time we saw that league, it was won by Slotho and Mr. Turtle. Obviously, that league, though, pales in comparison to the might of RLSS. It's a whole lot tougher here. And they're making sure they get started off on the right foot. Mr. Turtle with the double tap. And Golden Hour Esports Sunrise. It has not been a pretty game one for these teams. It's been relatively standoffish. But it's GHG who has the advantage of not being nearly as heavy in their clears. A lot more control, there's a lot more meaning behind their touches. For Mach 10 Academy, it just feels like this roster hasn't been able to get used to each other just yet. So often we see newer rosters in these leagues struggle to find that foundation. It really only ever comes by the end of the season. By that point, you may already be out of a playoff spot. Well, now Esports Sunrise have the benefit of not having to worry about that here. Again, this roster has already gotten used to each other. These three players have been teammates for quite a good amount of time. They'll look for more offense. Mach 10 Academy still looking for their first in the series. That shot's on, but Mr. Turtle will block, and Culinary Sports Sunrise will go the other way here. An infield touch. Zach can't get it as Javo will be there faster. Slotho now. Over Somber. Shocks the beat, but he'll leave it for Mr. Turtle. Oh no, it's a fake instead. Shocks is beat completely. It's bouncing in the midfield. Zach puts it off the crossbar, and Javo will get rid of the danger. Mach 10 Academy frozen on the goal line. Petrified by the offensive power, but it won't go in. Slotho now. Another chance. Stopped by Javo. And here's Mach 10's chance to get a goal. Somber. Javo won't need it. 10 seconds left. And Mach 10 Academy give themselves hope. That pre-jump 50 really is what makes it there. It cuts that back line, and it pushes GHG Sunrise back into a position they weren't ready for. They need one more goal. They have 10 seconds to take it. Golden Hour Esports Sunrise. Pushing up again, but Javo will clear it back. Unwinding down, it's Somber. Cut away by GHG Zach. And now he just needs to let it hit the ground off the corner. Maybe looking for one more. Javo has it kept airborne, but Zach on the fake. Smart decision. And that will end game one for Golden Hour Esports Sunrise. En route to taking down Mach 10. The shots heavy from Zach. 5 shots. Most anybody out of Mach 10 had was 2. And that is only game one, though. Still so much left in this series. Still, I think a lot of left in the tanks. That's the major thing about these teams. They're coming in quite well. It was a pretty slow start in game one overall, though. Most of that game was just back and forth boomer ball. Not seeing that kind of control that the top teams in the Surge Cup tend to have. In a match like this, in a league like this that is just so difficult, you need to be able to take control out of games. You need to be able to keep that ball close. GHG Sunrise did it better, but I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that they were more willing to go for solo plays. Mach 10 Academy just hit that ball away. It was like the Spanish Bim Bam style, but in the Surge Cup, that generally doesn't work so well. Unless you are able to follow up all touches, unless you're able to read your teammates, which, again, Mach 10 Academy, a new team, it's going to be a lot tougher for them to do it than a lot of other rosters. So for Golden Hour Esports Sunrise. Game 1 is theirs, but as I said, it felt a bit weak, a bit lackluster from these sides, and I expect the rest of the series to be these teams looking to elevate on that. Somber already trying to get themselves started in front for J-Ro. Somber pulled all the defensive players towards him, and it leaves J-Ro nothing but net. Mach 10, their first lead in the series. Nine seconds into game 2. GHG Sunrise, you'll have to answer back, but they may do that quickly here. Chalona will pickpocket Zach, but I don't think he'll mind. He was already getting chased down. And, well, he saw a goal 9 seconds in. How about 9 seconds later? Not even 9 seconds, it was 6 seconds later. Golden Hour Esports Sunrise have brought one back. And the goals coming through. And these teams seem to be getting better as the series goes on, which is definitely a good sign for their futures, but still we'll have to see more out of this as Shocks now in that midfield. Mr. Turtle, J-Ro will go high touch here, and GHG Zach will take it to the corner. Somber will collect, and Mockton Academy is looking for their offensive control. Again, I think they have a player in the backfield. They have Verify, who is watching this match. I have to think he's been telling his roster, you need to keep control, you need to force GHG Sunrise to play up to you, not the other way around. Seeing a lot more of that, but even then, that midfield's still an issue for Mach 10. But at least it's not one where they feel like they don't have the offense to control the series, as they have before. Shocks. Slafo. Not the touch he was looking for there is Javo with the hit away. Mr. Turtle. Popped back by Somber. GHG Zach. Dunked on Shocks here is Javo. Oh, he's whiffed it completely though. Mach 10 Academy going down the field as GHG Sunrise have to go back. Shocks to the nets. Saved by GHG Zach as that first chance will never seem to go in. And what was a very quick start for both these teams has kind of cooled down by now. Real major offensive breakthroughs, and most of these first chances pretty easily kept away. But Slafo looking for another one here. Solo play potential. He gets around Javo, but doesn't get the flip resets. And GHG will have to head back as Zach, great boxing out there by the Mach 10 attacker and Shocks, and now he's got a demo too. Doing a lot more work off the ball than he did on it. Trying to get Mach 10 going, but still, they can't break through as now Zach with a must-see flick. Javo will be there in time. Somber will want this one away. Mach 10 Academy not making life easy for themselves here. That midfield still an issue. And Golden Hour, as long as they continue to win it, they're going to get those kind of opportunities, those quick breaks. Just need to be able to hold a second. We've got a rule 1 here. Shocks and Slafo locking heads, and they are not breaking. Inaugural match into Rocket League Splash Series Season 6 on this stream, and, well, I feel like we've seen a lot of things here. I was expecting that, though, so anybody who had Rule 1 on their bingo cards, congratulations! You've done well. As Mach 10 never left the offense there, and Golden Hour, they needed Slafo. But a 1-goal lead for Mach 10 nonetheless here in Game 2, looking to turn things around. Oh, what a kickoff, though. That's the very aggressive kickoff. We've seen a lot more teams use that recently. Kickoff where if you win it heavily enough, you're going to get a goal out of it. GHG Sunrise close to doing so, but at the very least they are going to keep the ball with themselves. So go in the midfield. Slafo, though, has overcommitted. Shocks! So we need to put that one on. But Javo will. That's going to be it. 3-1. Mach 10 Academy have woken up in Game 2, and it is a completely different scoreline. No longer are they the ones who are clearing that ball away, struggling, sitting on that defensive back line. Now they're the ones leading the charge as Corporal Monkey Shines with a raid coming in. How you doing, my friend, Corporal Monkey Shines? Hopefully you are doing well. Thank you so much for the raid of 6. If you aren't already subbed, I guess, yeah, you should sub to Corporal Monkey Shines too. Or I guess follow to Corporal Monkey Shines, you should. As again, welcome into our first time here in Rocket League Splash Series Season 6. Golden Esports Sunrise versus Mach 10 Academy. New rosters this season in Rocket League Splash Series. Golden took Game 1 as they had the offense. Now in Game 2, looking to make the comeback and to go into triple match point. And congrats again on your accomplishments this academic year. Thank you, man. Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, I've actually just graduated. So many people think I'm a lot older than I actually am. I'm still 18, everybody. Yes, I have just graduated. Feels good as well. Again, thank you for the comments, Corporal Monkey Shines. And again, hopefully you'll be here with us for tonight. This is our second of 3 series on this stream. Only one for Rocket League Splash Series tonight, but we've got a ton lined up for the next couple days. And I think we're going to be having a ton lined up every single week for the Rocket League Splash Series. As Golden Esports Sunrise trying to get that last goal. There's less than a minute left. But Mach 10 Academy with a brick wall on defense. Zach, though, off the quarter. Whiffed by Shock's Turtle. Couldn't put it on net as it will get deflected away. Zach up to the ceiling. Somber, what a great read that is. Mr. Turtle all the way back. Can't get much of power on it, though. And Mach 10 will look to waste more time. Slotho trying to win that challenge. Mr. Turtle up to it, but he will be met by Somber. I'm taking away here in Game 2. J-Ro off the ceiling, and that one nearly in. Zach has whiffed on it. Slotho just trying to keep it away from a shooting position. Mach 10 Academy just need this game to end. And it will here. A team bump from GH in that back corner. And that will end Game 2. Mach 10 Academy will win by a 1-goal difference. As this series has progressed further and further on. See the adjustments from Mach 10 Academy. Again, they have Verify talking to them in the background. I'm sure he's going to do everything he can to make sure that this Mach 10 side adapts as best as they can. And I think the major adaptation he told his team to do was to play and let GH Sunrise and challenge them when they have that ball. A lot more control. You can tell Mach 10 Academy, once they are kind of relaxed, should be fine. As again, what a performance so far, but Mach 10 Academy will have to do more of that. We've seen both these teams show that they can take control in these matchups. Now it's time for them to do it here, and oh, what an explosive start. 2 demos from J-Ro going right after Golden Esports Sunrise. But there was nobody following up to support him. 10 will not see that chance work in their favor, but they do keep the offense here, and now Somber's going for a couple bumps. He got Zach on that one, but a bit more of an overcommit. GHG going for the demos themselves. We're already seeing maybe what will be the storyline going into Game 3 here. And that is, both these teams want demos, and they want them badly here. And we're going to see a lot of that. Honestly, why not? I always find it so surprising that there's so many teams at this top level who just don't go for demos. It's a useful mechanic in this game, and it's one that takes a lot of skill to be good at. You can execute on them. I mean, we saw what Incorrect White did earlier today, sweeping Team Evo Fatal. We know that demos work. About making sure that you can be that top team and executing on them as Slotho's shot just wide, but the follow-up, oh, it's gonna go in. It went off of J-Ro. But it's Golden Esports Sunrise at the lead nonetheless as Mach 10 on low boost could not recover in time. Well, it was an own goal from Jacques, so you can't blame him jumping to that one. And it is GHG with the 1-goal lead for now. But can they hold it? Can they even extend on it? I don't think that 1-goal lead is going to really be enough to take this game. It's Mach 10. Still pushing up as Shock, so he's not gotten the flippers that he wanted there. J-Ro will see that this one goes back. Slotho. Mr. Turtle. Oh, he's completely missed on his touch. As Somber. Self-pass, but the only one on it is GHG Zach. Shocks now. Has the corner, looking for that infield pinch. Shocks. Could not get on the end of it as... Why is my Discord ping showing up on stream? Hello, Ziggy. That's Ignition Ziggy. I don't know why my Discord pings are showing up. They shouldn't be. There's... I might have to see if maybe it's an issue with Discord or something. Whatever it is. Sorry about that, you all have to see that. I don't really I need people seeing the Discord ping, so... as soon as the next goal goes in, I think I'll see if I can just restart Discord and see if that fixes it. For now, back. That one. Shocks will clear it away. J-Bo now. Off to the corner. Mr. Turtle. Big touch ahead, but Shocks will be there waiting. And Zach calls it off. Only a 1-goal lead, though, and GG Sunrise doing everything they can to hold it that way. Losing this 1-goal lead is a lot worse than a lot of options here, because they just aren't a team that gets a ton of offense. Always been for GHG Sunrise that they are not a team that ever takes a ton of offense. This lead really is probably going to be just about it here. They may get another one, but can't see more than that. Is Mach 10. Need to play the defense here as Javo. What a great dribble there, but Level 50 Zach and Mach 10 again pushing through, but Culinary Sports Sunrise again. This is where their defense really does show up. When they have that 1-goal lead, when they don't really need to score ever again, that's when they become so difficult to break through. They turtle up once they have that lead, and good luck trying to break through it. This is not a team that is easy to do it against. Mach 10 seeing every part of that, but they will get a free shot here. But again, easily kept away as GHG. Engineering just to wait for the opportunities to come to them. Mr. Turtle. Oh, nobody's back! Somber! Oh, he's just gotten there in time. Mach 10 playing with fire there. Shocks had pushed up very high without anybody behind him. And it nearly cost his team what was their opportunity to take this game. Shocks now. The pinch. Javo. This one going to top left. Off the post. And Mach 10 still looking to challenge. Somber. Shocks. The pinch going back to Javo. Got one to beat, but it will be that one who will stop him. As GHG a little flustered at this point, but still holding on. As another one in front. Shocks can't score. As GHG Zach will be up in time. With a 0 boost clear. Mach 10 running out of opportunities. Javo does get past Mr. Turtle and cleanly. Somber, the pinch, an infield assist. Zach doesn't have it. Slaffo will. And Mach 10 Academy cannot break through. 1 goal, is it enough? It may be. Oh, a mistake. Zach will end game 2. Or game 3, really, and take their GHG's second. Nobody on Mach 10 wanted it. Culinary Sports Sunrise, in the dying seconds here on DFH Stadium, will secure match point. Mach 10 looking for just a consolation goal at this point, but given that won't come, GHG Sunrise have responded again, have rebounded from that game 2 loss. Coming out early, getting those goals, really does make a difference with GHG because, again, their defense so tough to break down. Again, that will be game number 3 here for both these sides. So GHG doing well for themselves here to just be that, you know, again, contender that I've seen before. But man, this is an impressive beginning for this team. Still, though, a lot more to go for. Again, there we go. I've turned off the pings from Discord. You don't have to see all of that anymore. Turns out I was not on streamer mode. That will definitely do it. being on streamer mode here. So that will hopefully fix it. As we'll go into game number 4. GHE Sunrise, a chance to take their first win of the season here. Their first win as a team in the Rocket League Splash Series. Mach 10. Overall, the roster have just been a little bit less organized. It's going to be those kind of margins, those small margins that really do separate these teams. GHE really, what they're going to focus on in this game, scoring early. They seem to do so well when they do so. And speaking of the devil, they do. GHE Zach, 16 seconds in. And Goldenhour did not waste any time in getting that goal. Mr. Turtle finding his captain. It's Goldenhour who'll take it as an hour bait from Pasca. Hello, Pasca. How you doing, my friend? How was your night? Welcome to the Sweaty Stream again, Pasca. A streamer, another caster. Go support him. Great guy overall. One of the most chill dudes in the scene. He's been doing this a lot longer than actually I have, which is interesting to say. But again, big dubs to Pasca. A BLCS sweep. Well, what match was it? I am curious to know what division and what match you had for Blackline, because we're gonna have a ton of Blackline matches later this week on this stream as well. I'm all over the league. As right now, we've got a Surge Cup match in the Rocket League Splash Series. Our first Rocket League Splash Series match for Season 6. Mach 10 Academy. A new Mach 10 Academy. Taking on Goldenhour Esports Sunrise. Sunrise, their first time in the Rocket League Splash Series. And looking to take their first win in their first match in the Rocket League Splash Series. Hello, Hugh Dog. Congrats. Oh, thank you, Hugh Dog. That's very nice of you. Yes. It was amazing, by the way, if you guys were wondering how graduation was. It was great. Absolutely enjoyable event. It was a bit long, but at least it wasn't too hot. It was very hot yesterday, but fortunately it wasn't hot and it didn't rain at all. It was perfect weather. It was an amazing event. Thank you for the congratulations. As Mach 10 looking for that answer. Somber in field. Mr. Turtle. Big clear. Javo will be back in time for it, though. And Goldenhour Esports Sunrise again, just taking the challenge. That 1 goal lead, though, is going to be very tough. We already saw last game. Mach 10 could not come back when GHE had that 1 goal lead. Get that goal here. That should be it, though. Nobody back. It's Shocks off the infield play. Mach 10 Academy have broken down the GHE Sunrise defense. A lot of it will just take creativity and waiting for your moment. That is that moment. And Mach 10 capitalize. Tied at 1 here on Utopia Coliseum. As Slafo, blocked by Somber, Mr. Turtle. Shocks, light touch, but he's got to be careful here because another challenge should have come. Zach demoed away before he could get the shot off, and Mach 10 still on defense, but at least without GHG players barreling down on them from all sides. They'll look for the infield pass. Slafo gets to the jump. It's open. It's, whiffed by GHG Zach. An awkward shot, sure, but when you would have thought a player of Zach's caliber would have done a little better with. And Goldenhour Esports just trying to get upfield and somehow, some way. As that 150 in midfield, Zach. Somber. Still searching up his Somber. Mr. Turtle's been bumped. Javo now. We've got multiple players committing here. Goldenhour Esports will be the ones to stay consistent on the defense, although Javo keeps this one in front for Somber. Oh, it's almost an own goal. It's in front. Where in the world is it going? It's out of the net. Mr. Turtle gets to it. Goldenhour Esports Sunrise probably gave themselves a heart attack on that play. Nearly an own goal. That would have probably given Mach 10 Academy the go-ahead goal to take this one. Instead, it stays tied from a miraculous recovery. This game, without definitely with the excitement here, as now another chance up. Javo doesn't have it, but neither does Zach. Mach 10 just sending this one away. Low boost, low opportunities to really get onto offense. Slafo, the bumps try to be made there, but will not connect for GHG. They'll have to go a different way. As that midfield, here it is, Slothful off the infield pass. He'll get Somber to commit, but 2 touches and that one is well gone. And GHG have to sit back just a little bit. I'm running low here. It really feels like that next goal will almost certainly be the one to win it. And for GHG Sunrise, that next goal, if they're the ones to take it, it will be the one to win the series, you'd have to feel. So close to their first win here in the Rocket League Splash Series. But they have not reached it as Mr. Turtle reflipping into that block. At this point, if you're GHG, you're probably playing for that overtime. Don't have a lot left in the tank here, and honestly, resetting might be the best thing for them because Mach 10 are holding that ball right now. It's Zach gonna hold Somber away. 0 seconds on the clock. Mach 10 looking for one more chance, but chance will not come here. Mr. Turtle. Now GHG, who just played a lot of defense, might be trying to go the other way. Somber, the clear though. Shocks going, but it is gonna be low. And we will head to overtime. If GHE Sunrise score next, the series is theirs. But if Mach 10 scores, we are going to Champions Field. Zach, great second touch, sets himself up. Oh, but the shot never came. A double commit from GHE, and no power on that play. As GHE Zach shocks Mr. Turtle. Somber. Flip a reset, but not much else on it. Slafo. Zach. Ooh, one of the cooks here pinched there, but got nothing. And actually, GHG have double committed up on offense. Shocks, maybe, but that will be a whiff. And GHG looking a bit nervous on the defensive side. They know that they're only 1 goal away from taking the series. But knowing that is what's making them nervous. Mach 10 are not a bad side by any means. There really aren't any in the Surge Cup. And for GHG, it's kind of the nerves of knowing that you can take that win. But knowing that it's still just a battle here in this midfield. But Slafo may have won it. This one for Mr. Turtle, but he needed to put it on target. Bolnaro will have to look again in a different way on offense. Zach always whiffed on it, but he does bump out Somber. We will give GHG some time to work with. As that touch from Shocks doesn't work, Javo will be back in time. And again, Mach 10 just hearing that ball away. GHG are not the only ones feeling the pressure. Mach 10 have been feeling it all game long, knowing that if they lose here, their first week is going to end in a disaster. Still, no breakthroughs. Slafo. Gonna catch this one. He's got a good one too, but only 1 player stepped up for Mach 10 Academy. And Golden Esports Sunrise, well, they will still keep it. They're attacking from a pretty far distance here. They just don't have the confidence in themselves to go up further. It's almost as if they're waiting for that mistake to come. But the mistake probably won't ever come from Mach 10 Academy. All that easily without pressure, and wait a second! Nobody's back! We're going to Champions Field! A mistake from GHG as Mr. Turtle. Oh, he just jumped so early there, he thought the challenge was coming earlier. It never came. And that is one where he has to just go to the back corner if he's going to jump that early. Mach 10 Academy have stolen this game on an inexcusable error. And we do go to Game 5. Champions Field here in our first series back in the Rocket League Splash Series. And I think it's well deserved. The famed field, the field that Tommy Buckets, the organizer of this league, loves to see and loves to watch. Hopefully Tommy's watching this one. But we will have Champions Field up ahead. One of these 2 rosters will get their win here. Again, relatively new roster, so a start like this is needed for them. Just to really get that confidence, to get themselves flowing, to get themselves to just feel like a good team, you know, going into the rest of this season. Champions Field in Game 5, the fated field. We'd love to see this. Here in Week 1, Mach 10 Academy, Golden Hour Esports Sunrise. One more game to decide our Week 1 winners. And the pressure has started to get to Mach 10, but it has gone to GHG Sunrise even more. How do you adapt to a position where you know you're not playing at your best, and you know that that loss is not hard to get to? Mach 10 pushing forth. A couple demos mix in as well. Shocks gets past GHG. Zach is Slafo up a bit slowly there, but he will get around J-Ro. Somber now. Inched with Mr. Turtle. And that one will go back. Mach 10 will keep it. J-Ro. Oh, he's whiffed, though, and Zach, full boost. Cannot get around Shocks, though, as Mach 10 Academy kind of transition their playstyle. Verifying that backfield, kind of talking to his team. I'm sure he's mentioned a lot about that midfield. It's been an issue for them. And even now, they have not been able to win it all that cleanly, but it has gotten better since Game 1. And that is... at least that's the improvement that they're looking for in each other. And it has been enough, though, to kind of keep GHG Sunrise back. But still, GHG, that defense is going to be so tough to break. Mach 10 really do want to take that first strike, especially in a Game 5 where it's probably going to be quite low scoring. That first goal could really mean everything in this game. Who's going to be the one to take it? Who's going to be the one to step up? The other team really backing down from a challenge, but only one team will be able to take it here. Somber trying to do it. There's a great catch. He will get around a couple. Oh my, Somber! What a play! Somber! The magician on the field! That could not have been more perfect, and not at a more perfect time. Mach 10 Academy, a great goal in a great game. That is how you do it. Somber with a clutch strike when his team needed it. Now Golden Hour Esports Sunrise pushed out of their comfort zone. They'll need to get a goal back. They'll need to play more aggressive. And more aggressive they will be playing. Mr. Turtle. Slafo jumped in. GHG Zach last one back on a 3v1. J-Ro, Somber up ahead, but the shot needs to be better. And Golden Hour Esports Sunrise have to set back here, and that's when the danger flows. It's Somber again. It's 2 for Mach 10 Academy. Jocks finding a teammate in the midfield. 2 goals for Mach 10. As Golden Hour Sunrise, pressure getting to them here. They need to get offense, and they need to get a lot of it. Mr. Turtle maybe off to a good start here. Look for the bump on Shocks, can't reach down for it. But he will set up Zach on the 50-50. Another clear from Somber. Gets rid of all that they made. J-Ro. Lafo, 50'd with Shocks. As Zach, Somber, we pushed up high there. It's going to be a tough read for him, and he won't make it, but nobody from GHG Sunrise was waiting for it. And that means another clear for Mach 10. Somber now, off that back wall. Second touch will actually go straight to J-Ro there. An unintentionally really nice pass from Somber. And Mach 10 will keep this one going. Shocks. Gonna set up Somber for a third goal, but Lafo will not let it happen. And Golden Hour Esports Sunrise just trying to get there as a raid from Blackjack now. Welcome in, Blackjack. How was your stream, my friend? Hopefully you were doing well. You've come in time, obviously, to see Rocket League action on the Rocket League Splash Series. Our first match of the Rocket League Splash Series Season 6. What action it has been here. Mach 10 Academy looking to take down Golden Hour Esports Sunrise in Game 5, and they're only a minute away from doing so. A 2-goal lead as well. Mr. Turtle, J-Ro, Slafo on the 50, but Somber will react to it. Shocks also wanted to push up. It looked like as if he wanted to go for the team pinch there, but Not taking that risk at this point. GG though. Oh, what a bounce! Zach will take it! A little bit of fortune with the woodwork, but it all matters just the same. Golden Hour Esports Sunrise with a shot that could not have been placed any better. 50 seconds remain. Do we see our second straight overtime? Golden Hour. Zach maybe laying the pathway for their hope. That whiff won't help his team. Triple commits here from GHG. And they're going to be slow to get back. Shocks. Oh, great challenge from Zach, and Mr. Turtle will send it back, but Jave will be first to it. Golden Hour, though, do win the challenge, and he'll be theirs to take. Mr. Turtle, Zach in field. Slafo could not put it on target as the challenge came too quickly. Mach in another big clear. Zach, a touchdown, but Slafo isn't waiting for it, and he's going to be paid. That one, he needs to play aggressive there, but he won't. And Shucks will score. Golden Hour Esports Sunrise. Maybe that has just ended all hope here. As Mach 10 Academy begins a week 1, they may not be at all happy with their play style. It was pretty sloppy from them at times. They do take the win here over a team like GHS Sunrise that could definitely be one to put themselves in a playoff position. But for now, week 1 is for Mach 10 Academy and Mach 10 Academy only. Game 5 victories. Congratulations to Mach 10. Champions Field as well. Match with its fair share of difficulties, but yeah, I don't think they'll be complaining in in any way. That's the kind of win they would love to have. As again a 3-2 victory. Again, no major complaints here from Mach 10 Academy, although again that felt like things were sloppy at times. They won't mind though too much. A win is a win, especially this early on. As we'll see if we can get a interview here with this Mach 10 side. Love to see if I could join them for a little bit. Their first ever Season 6 RLSS match coming to its very exciting close. We've still got one more match to go tonight, actually, so take a look at that. Evolution Champ Series. Evolve Astra, Underworld, Wolves Black. Will be our last match tonight. Again, a great performance. Loved every second of that, as Mach 10 will take it. A lot of pressure on them to play well, but play well they did. Again, our next match of Astra. Underworld. Wolves Black. I don't think we're going to be able to get the interview in time for these players, so we will be going to a break then. But when we come back again, what a match we'll have, our final series of the night, the Evolution Championship Series. We'll see you guys then. Welcome back to the Sportiest stream one more time. We have seen some incredible action already. We've got one more match. Evolve Astra, Underworld Wolves Black will be our last match tonight. We'll be seeing that in just a few minutes. For now, though, just a quick recap of what we saw. Incorrect White with a field sweep over Team Evo Fatal, who continue their dominant run. The Apex Cup. You got to see our first action of RLSS Season 6. With a win of Mach 10 Academy over Golden Esports Sunrise in a Game 5. Now, of course, Evolve Astra, taking on Underworld Wolves Black. Underworld Wolves Black, though, and been on the stream, have been on the stream a lot, have not been able to win in quite a long time. And our last time we saw them was earlier this season when they did play against Vortex Genesis. Vortex Genesis in that series 3-0. Before that, we saw them play Underworld was Black. We saw them playing Vortex Genesis before that, obviously. It was a long time before that. Got to see them in Season 1 of the Evolution Championship Series as well. They played Sporting Midwest, obviously losing in the round of 16. But, again, it's been a while since we've seen this team win. I think I'm trying to find the last time we've seen them win. So I think when they, it might have been, when was it? Thank you for the follow. To the stream here, Relax. As well as Somber. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Welcome to the Sportiest stream. Hope you all are doing well here as you come in for your last match tonight here. When was the last time we've seen Underworld Wolves? It might have been like literally week 1 of Season 1. It has been a while since we've seen this team win. This stream might be just a bad luck stream, honestly, for Underworld Wolves. And we are just waiting on these teams to join on in, because it should be a very good match here tonight here at the Underworld Wolves Black. It'll be exciting still. Both these teams are 2-1. Evolve Astra, though, a little different. 2 wins in the last 2 weeks. They had a rough start in week 1, losing to Hydra Vigen in a Game 5. Since then, it is 3-0, 3-1 over RC Cars, 2LX Immortals. So these teams have been very good, so should expect more of this to come. As let me see, what was the last time we've seen the Underworld Wolves win on this stream? I think it was when they played Sporting Midwest in ECS Mannfield week 1 of Season 1, and that was back in January. That was back in January 12th, to be more specific. Obviously, it was a team that they also lost to in the round of 16. So. Yeah, I don't think we've seen them win since then. As another follow coming in. Who is this? Miller Time coming in. Well, good luck in your match, Miller Time. Thank you for joining the Sporty stream. It's 141 days ago. My goodness. We've not seen Evolve on the stream in a long time either, as an org, so this is kind of a nice return to Evolve Esports, who, again, we don't get to see them very often. It's a big org, but not when we get to see super often. Last time we saw them was Evolve Skylight. I think when they was probably Evolve Skylight. No, it wasn't. It was back in February. It was Evolve Nebula. It might have been Evolve Nebula, because I know we saw them actually even more recently when they played against Scarlet in the Skyward Series. Last season Skyward Series, in the Challenger Finals. I think Evolve Nebula winning that match in its entirety. So very impressive, I would have to say, here from all these teams, as we are again. Just waiting here for this one here. As actually, I'm just checking to check if that actually is the last time we've seen them. Yeah, I think it's the last time we've seen an Evolve team play on the stream. No, it hasn't. It was Evolve Exodia. Oh my goodness, even more recently, Evolve Exodia played on this stream. There we go. We got it back in March. So it's been 3 months since we've last seen Evolve on this stream. So just trying to find it here. As you can't find the server. Oh well, that's because I'm an idiot. 1 second. There you go. Server's up. Sorry about that, Aiko. That is my fault. I gave you the right info for it. I just forgot to set it. I just forgot to click the start button. But there you go. Server is up. So welcome in. I already see again a ton of people in this chat. Get some support in. As you know what, we gotta get that prediction poll. I forgot about doing that. Let's do that here right now. So Evolve Astra, who I believe are the favorites coming into this matchup, but all these teams at 2-1 records. Really is a pretty even matchup, I would have to say here, between these sides overall, at least in the rankings. We'll see though. The thing about the Underworld Wolves Black though as a roster is that none of their matches end pretty quickly. And it's usually either they get swept or they sweep their opponents, or it's something like a 3-1. They barely go to game 5. We'll see if how this night goes for them, if they can get off to a good start or not. Did you get Evolve info? Yeah, of course. Of course I did. Yeah, don't worry about it. I messaged them. They'll be here any moment. I promise you I did. I always message the opposing captains. Don't worry, I got them. As again, we're waiting on these teams to join on in. Hopefully in just a few minutes here. Again, we have not seen Evolve on the stream in a while. If not seen Underworld Wolves Black win on the stream. This stream's bad luck for Underworld Wolves. I'm telling you. Because they're doing well this season. The one time we watched them though, the loss they have this season. So we'll see if maybe this week will be different. Or if it will be a rough one here once again for the Underworld Wolves Black roster. I also have to see who they're going to play. Both these rosters have 5 players on there. 5 players playing for them, so a lot of arrangements they could go for here. Let's take a look. Who is showing up here? So for Underworld Wolves, it's Ikoweski, Grim Queen, and Sammy. That's the same roster that started last week. Last time they were here, not last week. For Evolve, it will be Dr. Millertime, Bodhi, NSVG, Necromancer. So they've got their roster in as well. That's their players for this week. One of the top-rated teams in Evolve, Astra, looking to make sure they keep themselves as a top-rated opponent. Underworld Wolves Black have not won on the stream in a while. Season's been successful. This would be a huge step up for them if they can take down very, very good roster. Roster that's almost certainly going to make the playoffs. This is the best of 5. Hello, Mari in chat. How you doing, Mari? Nice to see you. Welcome in. No, Violet's also in chat, so hello, Violet. And welcome in, everybody, as we get to see Evolve Astra versus Underworld Wolves Black. Our last match tonight. We've had 3 matches. This is match number 3. And this is a best of 5. We start on Mannfield night here. Evolve Astra on the blue. Underworld Wolves Black on the orange. Underworld Wolves Black trying to do what has been so difficult for them to do, and that is win on this stream. They've been on this stream so often we catch them in matches where they aren't playing at their top best. Evolve Astra, though, a pretty tough opponent. Underworld Wolves Black are going to have to do a lot to make sure they prove it. They deserve to take this win off of this very good opponent. A lot of it is going to just come down to keeping control, creating pressure. This level that matters so much, especially with getting confidence. Hello, Dead Rex in chat. I see you. Got the whole squad here for Underworld Wolves Black, but they're not off to a good start. Bodhi's gonna put that first one in for Evolve Astra. And Dr. Millertime, he's filling in the text chat there. Which can't blame him. A great pass for SG, VG, Necromancer. Evolve Astra. But the 1-0 lead is. I think he's just noticed this isn't ranked Millertime. I'm assuming he's in team comms and he's forgot. Oh wait, this isn't ranked. Not the first person who's done that on this stream, although it does make you feel a little bit sheepish at times. But I gotta appreciate good team mentalities. As Underworld Wolves Black will have to sit back a little further here. Necromancer couldn't really put that shot on as Ikoweski going the other way. Will just go right through Bodhi there and should be able to set up at least a teammate here as Sammy. Keeping this one airborne, flip, reset, won't get contact, but it won't matter as Grim Queen in the Ford F-150 of all cars. We haven't seen a lot of people use that car. It is a pretty nice hitbox, though. It's pretty big. As Evolve Astra with another clear Dr. Millertime. Sammy, though, in the midfield. Grim Queen, nowhere to be seen. Aiko, in fact, Aiko's going to cut across early here, so Underworld Wolves Black, a little issues on that rotation. I just feel like Grim Queen is a little bit less confident than usual, which is a problem because this Underworld Wolves Black team relies on that kind of confidence. They need to bring it, and they need to bring it relatively early in these series, or else they generally struggle to actually keep it going. That's the flick from Sammy. Not through the midfield just yet, but Grim Queen will look for it herself. Millertime off the back wall. Maybe a second touch, but it will be directed out to Bodhi instead. Evolve Astra just trying to break through, but the Underworld Wolves Black defense not letting it happen. Now are clear. Should set up themselves up for a chance. Grim Queen can't find the midfield. Sammy just trying to send it to the back wall. Wait for the mistake. Here it comes, but Bodhi. It's great composure on that goal. And again, Grim Queen all the way back. And that's going to become an issue here because essentially, Underworld Black believably playing two people on offensive. Grim Queen sitting at the net there. Again, that confidence needs to be something that Underworld Wolves Black bring into this series. The fact that you aren't really seeing it from all three of these players is going to be a cause for disaster. Not cost them too heavily just yet, but it can definitely become a huge problem as Grim Queen. Oh, what a block off the post! Above Astra thought they snuck that one in from midfield. Grim Queen will be there in time. Evolve will have to look, and we'll have to look for more offense here as Aiko. Sammy could challenge, but instead we'll let Dr. Miller time clear. Evolve Astra. We're going to keep that consistency going as Aiko Wesky. To Grim Queen, off to the back wall. Necromancer doesn't read this one, but Bodhi will. And one of the issues right now for Underworld Wolves Black is that Evolve Astra are playing consistently. They're hitting the ball when they need to. And Underworld Wolves Black generally aren't ones to commit too heavily unless there is a mistake. The fact that we aren't really getting to see them from Evolve Astra definitely is going to throw a wrench into the plans of Underworld Wolves. This game one still only decided by a single solitary goal. Sammy trying to get Underworld Wolves' first of the series as up is Aiko. Oh, what a jump for Aiko! She was so confident to go for that, and for good reason. A perfect read. Evolve Astra can only sit and watch as Underworld Wolves, their first of the series. And almost a second as well for kickoff. Bodhi will be there for Evolve Astra to save. And now Aiko racing back. She will be on defense. But it does not keep the ball away forever. Sammy, Bodhi, will take a boost to work with, but he has two players standing in front of him. Will not deter Evolve Astra. And they will take the lead right back. With 38 seconds to go. Dr. Miller time. Reads the back wall. And he'll make sure that stays in. As Evolve, one goal in the lead. But Underworld Wolves Black, time still to recover. Aiko Wesky trying to force Evolve Astra to commit. They just aren't doing so. As Bodhi, another clear. And once again, Underworld Wolves have to race back in the midfield. Oh, what a pass! And Dr. Miller time will make sure that is going in the back of the net. Evolve Astra will score once again, and that may have taken out the wind from the sails of the Underworld Wolves Black. There are 20 seconds left, but I don't think we'll be seeing any change of this scoreline. Is SVG Necromancer. I was looking for one more goal there. Evolve Astra, though. Again, as I said, I don't think it's likely they'll get another goal with this little time remaining, especially since they don't really need to commit all that heavily. World Wolves Black, though, would love to have one, and maybe they'll get it here, but that pass from the Grim Queen, a little bit high, and well, it will hit the ground. Evolve Astra will take game one. So a good start for them, but still a lot more series to go here in this best of 5. As immediately we're heading right into game number 2, Evolve Astra, confident in themselves and for good reason with how you played in that game 1. It was 1-0 for the longest time, but as things started to open up, they picked up the pace, and that kind of got them going. As Underworld Wolves, only one goal on their tally. And as I said, this team is one that really struggles to recover off of losses. They've gotten better at it, but even then, it still is an issue for them. This team is very momentum-based. And that's going to become a huge talking point for them this season, because want to be the best in this league, you're going to have to be able to recover from those kind of losses. Because losses like these are ones you can recover from. Not an easy thing to do. As again, we're just waiting on an update from these players on when they're ready. They are now here. Evolve Astra. Again, 1 game 1, 3 goals to 1. Now Just need to see if they can keep that momentum going for themselves. Because if you give Underworld Wolves Black momentum, just like how they're good at it's tough for them to recover from bad momentum. It's really tough for them to start losing when they have when they have good momentum. So, I don't want to give this team any sort of positive reinforcements. And 2 is going to be a huge talking point for Evolve Astra to make sure that they can shut down Underworld Wolves Black. Already off to a start there with a demo from Grim Queen. And oh, so you see Sam in that foreground getting one as well. Grim to the back wall. Another time, got dunked in midair, but that one will stay wide as Necromancer pinch with Sammy. Only goal so far from Underworld Wolves Black being that quick aerial shot from Aiko Weski. To see a lot more on that offense. I need to see a lot more aggression from the Grim Queen specifically. She's generally been known to sit back a lot, and against the Evolve Astra, it needs to be all hands on deck for Underworld Wolves, or else they're going to have issues with getting offense to go. Right now, they're still struggling to get offense upfield. But they will get it here as Aiko to the Grim Queen. No third player up, Sammy has to retreat, but that's not the touch he wanted! And Dr. Miller time will be on the end of it. Sammy, pretty ambitious, going for that double tap. He misses it completely. Dr. Miller time. We'll say thank you and take it as Siri saying hi, hello. There, my phone. Bad timing for that to happen. Underworld Wolves Black, once again down by a goal. They'll have to find a way to make that comeback happen. But Evolve Astra feels even scarier in the midfield here and even more difficult to break down. There's no easy sight for Underworld Wolves Black as SVG Necromancer. Grim Queen. Dr. Miller time will go to goal, but it is saved away. Bodhi, blocked by Sammy. The Grim Queen on Vadunk. Evolve Astra. Continuing to push upfield, trying to find their way through, and the demos are definitely helping. This net wide open! Bodhi! And it is 2 for Evolve Astra, as the demo from Bodhi gets rid of Aiko Weski on defense and turns around immediately to get that goal. Evolve Astra will continue this goal-scoring run. As for the Underworld Wolves, the series has not started off well, and has not stayed, and has not gotten any better for them. Dr. Miller time always got a fake as well. That's 3-0. And I mean, you always expect these fast shots to come in. What about a change-up? Miller time brings one. He gets Sammy jumping early. Halfway through already, Evolve Astra up by 3. Turning what was a pretty close but relatively consistent Game 1 into a much scarier Game 2 here out of Evolve Astra. A much better performance, but once again Aiko Weski, the one to score for Underworld Wolves Black, and once again can she lead her team to at least getting some form of a comeback. She couldn't do it last game. In this game be a little bit different. Evolve already not having good timing on that kickoff, but will not lose it, which is a pretty big deal for them as Necromancer. Aiko Weski, Dr. Miller time. The Grim Queen will throw that ball away as SVG Necromancer. And that one left in the midfield here as Evolve Astra will continue to press. Miller time again! He's got 3 on 3 shots! Dr. Miller time has entered the series and has been lights out since the very first minute. He'll continue to score. Evolve Astra really utilizing his offensive striking, and really a lot of it, it's not that he has good shooting, it's that he capitalizes on mistakes. He's just in the right position. Often people talk about the shooting itself as if it's a mechanic. A lot of it is just based on where you are in the field. If you're in the right place, shot often will come with it. Seeing that there with Dr. Miller time, who actually has been on the stream before for Evolve, so to see a return from him. I think the same for Bodhi. The ball of Astra. Trying to hold this play upfield. The Grim Queen. They'll find the play out to Sammy. Evolve. Waiting back, but not for too long. They'll get another clear away here. And for this game, for Underworld Wolves Black, they already might be in that go next mentality. There's still a lot of time left, but this game has not been theirs to win since the very beginning of it. And once again, this team struggling with momentum. And going into game 3, it's only going to get worse for them. This team needed to do well this game. They have not done much better. And Evolve Astra just elevating right now to meet the playstyle of Underworld Wolves Black. As SVG Necromancer to the corner. Aiko Waski will look to get this one cleared away. Just get rid of this ball. Maybe she can even get a second goal, because she's going to go for net, but not Dr. Miller time. We'll be waiting on it. And the Underworld Wolves Black and not seem to keep that offense consistent. Sammy, just across the goal line, and we may have actually have to pay for that one, but it will be wide from Bodhi. Underworld Wolves Black will again just try to clear this one away. Another touch from the Grim Queen. Sammy, the pinch with Bodhi. Evolve Astra, continuing to just lead in this matchup here as Necromancer wants one more. Could not get it, but it won't make a difference either way. Evolve Astra taking game 2. Potential to sweep the Underworld Wolves Black here in week 4 of the Evolution Champ Series. One win away from the top teams in this division here in Evolve Astra. Leading and setting in a good example for teams below them. They're a tough team to beat. Consistent team as well. Again, only one loss coming in week number 1 for Evolve Astra. I've gone on a 2-game winning streak since then. Now looking to make it 3 straight wins. Again, they only lost to Hydra Vision. Underworld Wolves, it has been a kind of topsy-turvy season. The major concern for them is that momentum has not been easy, as now Mari coming in. So here comes Flamaringo, replacing Sammy. We saw Deadrex replace Sammy the last time they played when they lost in a game 4 to Vortex Genesis. We see Mari coming in, so we'll see what her addition can do. Mari generally a pretty grounded player, though. We'll see. So this is probably going to make that Underworld Wolves playstyle a lot more grounded, but she is a little bit more aggressive, I would say, at times. It depends how confident she's feeling, but if she's willing to play more aggressive, we could be seeing a much better offense from Underworld Wolves, although a much riskier playstyle as well. That's the trade-off with playing that kind of aggression. Risk is there, but will it pay off? Underworld Wolves Black hope it will. They add in Mari, hoping to create a little bit more upfield. Again, Mari's a relatively grounded player, so she's going to stay mostly on that ground. She generally doesn't jump all that often. But what she can do is she can play upfield, and I think we're going to be seeing a good amount of that from her, but right now, not really her position, as she'll have to go back and let Grim Queen challenge instead. Underworld Wolves Black. And I think this roster is a little bit more of a risk, especially with this, but at this point in the series, you have to take those risks. Things have not worked out the way you've wanted them to. Underworld Wolves Black, and making a change to try to find something that will work. As Mari, Lob, we'll send this one back in, as actually Lob subbed in as well. Just noticing that, so Evolve Astra also going to the substitutes, and yeah, it's an interesting decision, but and they aren't going to mind too much, probably getting Lob some playtime here. The goal comes in early. Evolve Astra would have to go start again. Lob replacing Bodhi. So I think a lot of that for Evolve, though, just due to the fact that they want to see Lob get some playtime here, which happens a lot at this level. Some of these teams have so many players that are so good that you could mix up your roster and you'll still be just fine. Evolve Astra may be kind of doing that themselves here, but oh, what a bump! Lob! Oh, he's made that all himself. Sure, Necromancer will be the one that's giving credit, but this is Lob's goal. I mean, Aiko had that one saved. Lob removed her from the defense, and Evolve Astra scoring early, as they have done before. But Aiko off the kickoff, looking for the flick, in front for the Grim Queen. Cannot get the shot on. Doesn't even get the chance to shoot there. Evolve Astra quick to clear. Now they shoot, and they'll score. Necromancer, 3 goals on his first 4 shots, and this game has already gotten away from the Underworld Wolves Black early on. SVG Necromancer just goes for it. Recognize the defense really isn't there for Underworld Wolves Black. He'll be happily taking that goal. As a Grim Queen. A booming clear. Mari. A little bit of a roll off the ceiling there as Lob's not really on the end of it. Dr. Millertime will go for net. Aiko Wesky will block it. Grim Queen will look for offense. It's left in the midfield. Necromancer shooting. Mari will block. Lob will go. That's off the post. Underworld Wolves Black. They'll have a little bit of fortune. That really could have been goal 4. Is that they go the other way. Their shot's off the post too. But there's offense for Underworld Wolves Black. And if there's offense, there's hope in this game. Grim Queen. Dr. Millertime will clear it back. Mari. Left in the midfield here is Evolve Astra, struggling to get back. They will keep control. As Aiko chasing down Necromancer. Evolve Astra holding firmly here. Grim Queen, no boost in the tank, but she will get around 1. Not around many more here is Mari. SVG Necromancer, Grim Queen. A light touch off the corner, Dr. Millertime. SVG Necromancer. Sidewall, Aiko Wesky. Pitching upfield with Mari on the shots! Mari puts it in! And as I said, Underworld Wolves Black still hope here in this game and in this series. Evolve Astras look solid, although that overcommit may be able to put a little bit of a question mark under that play style. 2 minutes, 7 seconds. Maringo, who we have not seen since the... I'm trying to think, the last time we've seen her was probably on Toon Enough. Back in the ATS Ascension Cup. Back in ATS Ascension, actually S1, Season 1. As I said, she can definitely play the offensive. Do it again here. Gets past Dr. Millertime. Marvi. A bit of a heavy touch though. Grim Queen can't get to it. Mari's pass is a little bit too high. Oh, and that touch from Grim Queen not gonna help. Aiko Wesky will clear. Grim Queen. Dr. Millertime beaten in front for Aiko. As Mari will head on back. Evolve Astra. Keeping the ball away, just wasting out time. Aiko again. Mari. Trying to keep this offense here for Underworld Wolves Black, but again, another good shot from Evolve Astra. Time is melting off this clock. And Underworld Wolves Black have only been able to get a single goal. Mari down the field will keep this one going. Dr. Millertime. Grim Queen up, but not faster than Lob. And Evolve Astra will keep pushing ahead of Aiko Wesky. Demos SVG Necromancer to keep the offense alive. Mari in the midfield. Lob, or a dunk from Mari, but it goes backwards. And Grim Queen, not the touch she wanted. Aiko Wesky's panicked. And surely Evolve Astra can get a shot from this. Necromancer, Dr. Millertime. The Grim Queen holds the front post, and will she even be able to get upfield? Oh, she can't. SVG Necromancer with another block. And we'll look for Dr. Millertime, looking for one more. And he'll put it in the top left corner. That will secure Game 3 and the series. Evolve Astra. A 4-1 lead. 12 seconds to go. Only a formality at this point. 3-0 sweep. Once again, Underworld Wolves Black continue to struggle to get wins on this stream specifically of all streams. Bad luck. The bad streak continues, but for Evolve Astra, we've not seen Evolve in 3 months. They come back, and this is quite a nice welcome party. 3 months later, a 3-0 sweep here over Underworld Wolves Black. Evolve Astra stay as one of the top contenders in the Mannfield League. Strong performance too. Dr. Millertime really leading this team throughout the entirety of that series on the shooting. Game 3 came down to SVG Necromancer's early offensive starts, and that's all he needed. But it is going to be Evolve Astra who will take it, a 3-1 record now for this season. And congratulations to Evolve Astra, our last match of the night as well. Field sweep, we had 2 sweeps here, incorrect white sweeping Evo Fatal as well. The only match that didn't was that Game 5. It's the decider between Mach Academy taking down Golden Hour Esports Sunrise. We had some incredible action here tonight. Great Rocket League, we've got a ton more to go with tomorrow as well. Rocket League action only continues. If you're streaming, always a pleasure. Of course, Bodhi, welcome back, my friend. It's been a long time. I forgot what team you were on before. I know you and Dr. Millertime were teammates on an old Evolve team as well. What was that in the past that you were on for Evolve? I don't remember what team it was. You'll remember. I forgot. I know I remember seeing you. Amber! There we go. That's the name. Amber. I remember that. That's the name I remember. Evolve Amber. Again, thank you for your update there. Again, congratulations on your win there. Bodhi, Dr. Millertime, and to the rest of Evolve Astra. Seems like I don't know if we're gonna get an interview with them or not. I know you guys are in chat, so if you guys want to join for an interview, let me know. As again, an end to our night that I'm pretty a pretty quick end to our night. Unfortunate for Underworld Wolves Black, this stream has not been good for them. But at the very least, we get to see them again. We'll probably get to see them again later in the season. Knowing of Underworld Wolves Black, they like to be on the stream a lot, so we'll probably see them a few more times. We can do an interview. Sure thing. Send me a DM. I can get you into an interview room. Send me a DM. Bodhi, and I'll get you guys. So we'll get an interview here at the Evolve Astra. We are not in any rush for time. It's our last match tonight. There's Bodhi. There you go. We're gonna do our interview there at Bodhi. So, wanna join on in? When you're ready, we'll get that interview underway. Now that we've seen the end of our last match of the night. Sounds like we're gonna have Bodhi Necromancer joining us, so. Oh, sorry, Necromancer and actually Dr. Millertime joining us here. It'll be a nice end to our night here. As again, they'll be joining us in just a minute or two. There we go. Welcome in SPG Necromancer and Dr. Millertime, a 3-0 sweep over Underworld Wolves Black. And a great win for you guys, staying as one of the top contenders in this Mannfield circuit. SVG Necromancer, how does it feel to kind of get that win, an important win, and now have it be 3 wins in 3 straight weeks?
Feels great. I will say I came into that match just really nervous, and then that third game I came in wrecking. So hopefully we can keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, someone who didn't come in nervous though was Dr. Millertime, at least not from what I saw from him coming to series. Dr. Millertime just shot and scored essentially everything against this Underworld Wolves Black side. You guys, at least those last 2 weeks being wins, it feels like a lot of that was kind of proving. Now, do you feel like kind of getting these wins? Do you feel like you guys have proven yourself enough in this Mannfield League? Because that first week obviously didn't go the way you guys wanted to, a Game 5 loss. Now that you again got those wins, do you feel like now you've kind of proven yourself in the Mannfield League?
Oh yeah, we're ready for the next one.
Right. Necromancer stole that question from Dr. Millertime. I'll get you a different one. Dr. Millertime. SVG Necromancer really wanted that question specifically. So Dr. Millertime, here, hopefully this question won't get stolen by your teammate here tonight. Again, you took that 3-0 sweep here tonight. For you guys, at least, you have not seen Game 5 since. I mean, you talked about the nerves. Necromancer talked about the nerves as well. you know, avoiding Game 5, I mean, it's got to be a pretty good relief for you guys. Kind of not have to go there again because that seemed to be where you struggled in Week 1.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I mean, our team has been doing practicing together regularly. So I mean, that has helped us a lot get some chemistry down, and I mean, that has been really a pivot point for us as a team. So I mean, um, so I don't know. Like we have done pretty well recently, and we're getting better the longer that we're playing together. So like, I have good hopes of the future.
Well, as you should, 3 straight wins, and Evolve Astra again rated as one of the top teams here. Does being considered one of the top teams in the Mannfield League, does that add any extra pressure to you guys?
I would say no. I mean, it does a little bit. Like we come off kind of nervous at first, and then we learn how the other team plays, and then we try to adjust and do accordingly.
Oh, again, as you see here from SVG Necromancer, no pressure here on Evolve Astra. Well, you are the first representation of Evolve on the stream in 3 months. I don't know why it's so tough for me to get Evolve Esports matches, but we finally got one, and the guys are proving the Evolve name well. So again, congrats on your win here. Tonight, Dr. Millertime and SVG Necromancer. Before you guys leave, let's get some shoutouts going. So let's start with Dr. Millertime. You have any shoutouts? Anything you want to say? I will take that as a no then. All right then. SVG Necromancer, do you have any shoutouts? Anything you want to say?
Definitely shout out to my team. Shout out Bodie for always having my back, and let's get it on the next one.
Yeah.
Like-
Sorry, I got a shout out. Yeah, I got a shout out to the other team. They played really well.
There you go again. Congratulations on your win though here. SVG Necromancer and Dr. Millertime here for Evolve Astra, a 3-0 sweep win here tonight to end off our matches. Thank you all so much for joining the Sporty stream. Have an amazing rest of your night. Hopefully we'll see you again very soon.
Thank you much.
Thanks.
And there we go, Evolve Astra joining in for that little interview. Thank you as well for watching, everybody here on this stream. It means a lot to me to see you all joining in, but we will get a raid going here, so thank you all so much for joining the Sportiest stream. Hopefully you all have been doing well. We'll get a raid out here. Thank you so much for joining here. We'll be live again tomorrow with more Rocket League action on the stream. But for now, take care, have a great night, and be well. We'll see you soon.